about your business. You know, what's your business called?
EC Construction.
Yeah. What do you do?
EC. So EC is my daughter, Elizabeth Church. So I named it after. That was always my focus. You know, I wanted something for her, so then she's got something to have. And like I say, I idolise my daughter, and that's my main focus. I started up years ago because I always wanted a company. I always wanted this. I always wanted a lorry. I never thought I'd get it, you know, because I was always drinking. I was thinking, I wish I could have that. Wish I could have that. Looking at everyone else, never looking at me. Always wanting what someone else had, and always striving for that and thinking, I wish I had that, and feeling sorry for myself about it. Why can't I have that? Yeah. When really I should be looking at why ain't I changing that?
Yeah.
You know, so then I've started doing that. I started off in a little van, you know, and the first day I bought that lorry, I've never been so proud of myself to get to where I am now. But it has took so long, such a hard road. But now I've seen the benefits, and I'd never want to go back to where I was. Don't get me wrong, it creeps up on me every now and then, and sometimes you try and dip your toe in, thinking, I'm safe, I'm protected, because look what I've got. But that could all slip away just as fast as you've got it. You know, so my business is my main focus now, because I want to strive to put something else for my family. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because essentially I've put them through hell, so I'm trying to put them through the benefits now.
Yeah.
This drive, this was coming along here, so we've built this because he wants to put a lorry on it. So we've put a retaining wall through. That was a gate. Put a new archway in, new driveway, new steps, new drop curb. Just so it's a bigger area, so it's more usage of space. Need to clean up, get it done, put all lights through the wall. This drive over here, we've got as an extension. They've got a couple of cars, and it's not wide enough. So what we've done for them is extended both sides so they can get in and out easier. Same on this drive here, because it sort of cut off there. We laid this last week, put this in for them, so they got more use of their drive. It's all going on round here.
You've got the old street, mate.
Yeah. So what we've done is took them out and put 6-inch posts in, so they last longer.
I like that.
It's all about getting things done properly.
Yeah. Where did it start to go wrong with you?
The main one was alcohol for me. I mean, it's so subtle, you don't see it coming, you don't realise it's a problem until you're too late. I mean, you're the last one to know. Everyone else can see it, but yourself, you don't know. You're the last one to notice. Me, it was, like I say, alcohol. I've done that from a young age, and I should have known straight away, really, with the signs that I had. In and out of trouble, do you know what I mean? I had my daughter when I was 21, broken down relationship through drink. I just couldn't see it. I just carried on like, it's not me that's the problem, it's everyone else, you know? I just carried on with the alcohol.
About a third of those with drinking problems also have a mental health condition such as anxiety, depression, or personality disorder. People who drink too much can get serious liver and heart disease. They can get different types of cancer even when they know they have a physical or mental problem that was probably caused or made worse by their drinking.
I didn't start touching drugs, so I hated drugs because I've seen what it done to people. I hated it, and I didn't touch that till I was 25, 26, and then wow, that serious decline there.
Yeah.
Honestly, it took me to places I'd never been, because it amplified everything. It amplified the speed I could drink, it amplified the amount I could drink, and then the party never ended. Do you know what I mean? So it was just constant. It was like a vortex. It fucking sucked me straight in, and it held me there.
Yeah.
And then that's when I realised the depths of like addiction. Because essentially you start losing everything around you, everything you care about, everything you love, it gets taken away. Do you know what I mean? And eventually all it wants for you is suffering.
Yeah.
and loneliness and despair, and that's what it did for me. Do you know what I mean? For years, because I'd never touched it, and then all of a sudden I hit it hard, and then I was gone for a few years. A couple of years of my life I don't remember really. Mentally,
Yeah.
oh, it stripped me of everything. Dignity, pride. I didn't care. Do you know what I mean? I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about my family. The people that I always said, like, I would die for my daughter. She means the most in the world to me. But I couldn't stop for her. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't stop for myself. I couldn't stop for anyone. And it just shows you how much that took me, because I just lost myself in it. And then, like, it just seemed like living in darkness. Do you know what I mean? Like someone had switched the lights off.
Yeah.
I just couldn't seem to get out of it.
Yeah. Repercussions on the family.
It's torture for them. Do you know what I mean? My mum, bless her, how she's never had a heart attack, I'll never know. Like, it's constant. The old Bill knocking at the door, her not knowing where I am, whether I'm alive or not, waiting for the next phone call. I've had her in tears, come to visit me in prison. It just, bang, I was like, oh, I promise I ain't going to do it again. 2 weeks, if that. Once that feeling of guilt slips away and the addiction comes back, you don't care what happened to the family. You just go, oh, no, it'll be all right. I ain't going to be the same as I was last time. Before you know it, you're doing exactly the same thing, exactly the same cycle. And what I put them through, then you got my ex-partner, who I've got my daughter with. What I did there was absolutely insane. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I didn't think of what it was affecting my daughter. My daughter hates me drinking.
Yeah.
And how that's mentally torture. She's 15. She doesn't need to know about that sort of stuff. She shouldn't know about that sort of stuff.
No.
And you just don't see it. The sparing wives and children,
Yeah.
the wreckage of my past, and that's what I've done. I've took them through my addiction.
Yeah.
So what I've done is affected them so deeply, and it's horrible to see. When you look back on it, you think, oh wow, that's so dark and so selfish, the selfishness of it, but you don't see it as selfish at the time because you think it's just you.
Yeah.
You know.
What lessons have you learned from that then?
I've learned a lot, really. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about what makes me tick. I mean, I've done rehab. I've been in a rehab. Also, I've done a lot in AA. The lesson is not to take your foot off the gas with self-help. You know what I mean? Because the minute you think you're in control, you're not. You know, as soon as you tell yourself, that's all right, I'm all right, I can have the one, or I can have, I'll leave it as that. That's never going to happen, you know. So I've learned to keep on top of it, keep people close that I need in my life, people that are bad for me. You've got to try and distance them. They could be your best friend in the world, but they could be your worst enemy at the same time. And you just got to try and disassociate from that.
Yeah.
As much as it's hard, you can still be friends, you can still talk to them, but never enter the ring with them.
Yeah.
Because the minute you get in the ring with them, you've had it. It's like running water for me. It finds different avenues. Do you know what I mean? It will get you whichever way you do it. So if you think you've beat the addiction and that's that, and you don't do nothing about it, something else will creep up. I.e., you'll start going into vanity. Do you know what I mean? You become addicted to that, so then you start smashing at the gym. Or you go shopping, you buy clothes to make yourself feel different. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause it's all about your mindset. So then you try and change the way you feel by buying a certain item. Do you know what I mean? So then you start ploughing into that. You just got to be aware of all these different ticks. So it's not a case of beating it, it's being aware. Because like I say, you just got to be there on top of it, knowing which avenue it's coming at you from. Because for me, again, I stopped drinking. So then I go straight into, oh, well, I'll tell you what I need now. Because I've done that, I need a nice new watch or something. So then I start obsessing. I was obsessed about the alcohol as much as I'm obsessing about stuff I don't need.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To take my mind away from it, what you got to be is at peace with yourself before you can be at peace with anything else.
Yeah, I love that.
So all I try and do is just try and refocus my day, start thinking about things. The minute I'm looking into the future about stuff, I'm already starting to slip away from what I'm supposed to be doing. You just got to be here and now, present.
You're doing really good at the minute. You've got your own business, you've got a big team working for you.
just when you think you're getting somewhere, that addiction goes bang on you.
Yeah.
Day, pressure.
Price, yeah.
It's a constant battle. Anytime you think you're winning, you've lost. You know what I mean? It's like casino, isn't it? Else you always win. And that's what it is with the addiction for me. A lot of AA, the counselling, my work keeps me focused. If I didn't have things in my life, certain aspects, obviously AA and counselling, I don't know where I'd be, because I wouldn't have that community. It's hard talking to people that don't understand the struggle with addiction and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So then you need someone there that you can go, oh, do you know what, I'm feeling like this today, and someone can go, no, do this. You can look at it a different way. You don't have to be locked in that cycle in your head.
Yeah.
You know,
It's good.
torture living in there. It's the worst prison in the world. Sitting in your head.
Yeah.
It takes you to the darkest places.
Yeah.
Try and get 2 meetings a week in with that. I do my counselling session once a week. Like I say, just try and stay positive, stay focused. Keep it goals, you know what I mean? Get a Taran mat, get one of the Stanley knives, cut the Taran mat from there around. All you got to do is overlay it, cut it in, roll it back to there. Cut that one in, and the same that side. That's going to go be cut in all the way because it's mud, so it needs that to be dug out all the way through. Then we'll start getting, I'll tip it up and start getting the stone off from there. The thing is, I was always seen around town as the down and out. Do you know what I mean? Everyone always seen me as the party boy, or never going to amount to nothing, you know? And I see myself as that, because that's what the addiction done to me. It made me feel like I could never get anywhere in life. That was my destiny. That was my end result. I was always going to be this mess. And what happened was, I found certain things, certain avenues, a bit of peace in my life. So AA, for instance, is a big factor in my life. Without that, I wouldn't be where I am today, you know what I mean? And for anyone struggling, I would say, look into it. I mean, there's so much you can go and find, any sort of avenue, NA, AA, a bit of spiritual side, definitely spiritual side is the main key. You know, you can do anything you put your mind to if you're willing to put the work in on yourself first. Think of yourself first, and then the rest will follow. It's a bit of self-love.
He's a funny man, he's kind-hearted at heart, he'll never let you down. You just got to treat him well, otherwise he'll treat you well. Treat him how he wants to be treated. He gives us the work, and even though there might not be a lot on, he'll still get us all in, to give us all a wage. He's a good man by heart. That's what I think about Lee.
Nice, kind, funny. This guy's had to do mate, take a joke. Yeah, he's cushy.
He's good at what he does. He has a laugh. Make sure everything's all perfect. He's always laughing. He's always happy. He's a great boss. I can say that for sure.